And welcome to the East Kentucky Sports Network, and we're here at John C. Combs Arena, Coach Randy Napier Court. I'm Dalton Chandler alongside my co-host, Coach Randy Napier. We're set to bring you boys high school basketball action here as Perry County Central takes on the Leslie County Eagles. And you can also catch Hazard versus Owsley boys over on WSGS. And we're on WSGS Facebook, WSGS YouTube, WSGS.com, and 104.7 WJMD. So we're going to step aside, take a break, and we'll be back here on East Kentucky Sports Network.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, we believe every student can succeed, and we built the resources to make it happen. Our Success Zone offers tutoring, career advising, and peer mentors who are current students themselves. Whether you need help in class, guidance for your career, or just someone to cheer you on, we're here for you every step of the way. Choose HCTC. Your future starts here. Call today at 606-487-3293.
East Kentucky Carpet One has been serving Eastern Kentucky for more than 45 years, and we are proud to say that we are still here with the same quality family-owned business. We have experience in commercial and residential properties with a fully stocked warehouse. We also have access to luxury vinyl, waterproof flooring, tile, carpet, and much more. Professional installation is also available. Stop by East Kentucky Carpet at 204 Willie's Way or give us a call at 606-439-3858. East Kentucky Carpet One.
Hi folks, I'm Dr. Van Breeding. At Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation, our providers are dedicated to your health and well-being. That's why we encourage preventive visits. But there are situations that could require a local hospital stay or some recovery time in a nursing home. At MCAC, we have medical privileges at the ARH Hospital in Whitesburg and at local nursing homes, so you can rest assured that your provider will be with you on your way back to recovery. It's just another way MCAC is providing better health for a longer life.
All right, we're back courtside here at the John C. Combs Arena. Dalton Chandler is courtside with Coach Shannon Hoskins down here. Take it, Dalton.
I'm here with Coach Shannon Hoskins of the Perry County Central boys team. Coach, what's one thing you're looking for your guys to execute on tonight to come out with a win?
We need to play physical. We need to match their toughness. They're going to come out. They're going to play the tough, hard-nosed style Coach Noble likes to play, and we got to match it or we'll be in a lot of trouble.
You know, playing another district game this early in the season, something that you don't see much, but, you know, with the seeding, this is a game that you want to win. And, you know, coming off the loss from Hazard last year, what's some things that you've done different in practice this week and things you look and focus more on?
Well, we've worked on not turning the basketball over. We've had way too many turnovers this year. You know, that's just concentration and being present in the moment. And we've worked on our toughness. We've done a lot of toughness drills this week, and we hope at some point this year it takes hold.
You know, one thing that from watching you all, Dalton Combs has been really good so far this season. What's some things that you want to see a little bit more out from him this season?
Well, he's doing a whole lot for us. He's guarding another team's best player, and he's coming out and being our leading scorer. So I don't know that I could ask much more from Dalton, but the rest of us have got to pick it up some on the offensive end. You know, we got to join in, and at times we have done that. We've had some guys have 20-point games, but we got to do it more consistently.
Coach, I appreciate you giving us a word and giving us a minute. And, folks, we'll take a break, be back on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Appreciate you, Dalton.
First Trust Bank has partnered with Zelle, so you can skip the trip to the ATM and send funds directly to friends and family from your First Trust Bank app. Zelle is available in financial institutions across the country, creating a network of trusted partnerships that allow money to move quickly and securely. Whether you need to split the rent or last night's dinner, do it with ease and confidence using Zelle. Creating partnerships that make local banking easier is another reason you can look to us first for a bank you can trust. First Trust Bank, member FDIC.
Hey guys, Perry Vinyl Windows and Doors, let me tell you, if you're looking for mobile home parts, they have you covered. I've seen it myself personally. Windows, doors, any type of fitting. If you're looking for a mobile home part or a mobile home replacement part, they have it at Perry Vinyl Windows and Doors, and they have it at the right price. 606-435-7639. They're located in the old 84 Lumber Building in the Combs section of Hazard. Give Perry Vinyl Windows and Doors a call now.
Okay, we're back here at John C. Combs Arena. Dalton is now with Coach John Noble
the
of
Leslie County Eagles. Coach, what's some things that your team needs to execute on to come out with a win here tonight in Perry County?
Got to take care of the basketball. I think Perry Central is a really good, really strong defensive team, really good on the basketball. I'd expect them to put a lot of pressure on our ball handlers. Then on the other end, we got to guard them. We got to keep them in front of us. They get to the basket extremely well. Got multiple ball handlers, multiple shooters. So, if we can contain the dribble, kind of eliminate the kick-out threes, take care of the ball, win the battle on the backboards, that's our best chance.
Jesse Hoskins and Trip Bashir kind of being some of your key players this year. What's some other players that you want to get mixed into the offense and get them involved a little bit more?
Well, the one thing we've got right now this year, we've been able to play a few guys. We've got a little bit of depth. Cutter Brown is a guy that we probably really need to get going. 6'6" sophomore. He'd been injured for a while. Finally got him back. He's just now getting his playing legs under him. He's a guy we probably need to establish. He's a guy who puts you a double-double up every night. And then we just got a host of guys that shoot it pretty well and can get to the basket. So if we can get scoring out of multiple spots other than Tripp and Jesse, we have a really good chance tonight.
Playing a district game this early in the season, something that you don't see very much. And with the seeding, this is a game you want to win. You want to win as many district games as you can. What's some things that you're going to be looking throughout the season to improve on to get more district wins and trying to climb the rankings and get higher seeding?
We got to be more physical. We're not a very big team. We got a little height, but we have not played as physical as we need to. So we're really working on that, because the season's a grind. And, if you play aggressive, hard physical basketball, you need depth. I feel like we have depth. So if we can continue to be physical and be aggressive and develop our depth, I think it helps our chances.
Starting the season so far with a 4-3 record, looking pretty good so far this year. And thanks for the word, John, and hope you well on the season. Folks, we're going to take a break. Be right back on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Gotcha.
Preparing for the future. Well, the future is now. TVS offers digital cable, digital phone service, high-speed internet, and a fiber optic infrastructure. We're a local company putting money back into our local economy while supporting our local schools and organizations. What about those other guys? Those big out-of-town companies. What have they done for you lately? Mountain people serving mountain people. TVS 606-439-3167.
They are the electric motor headquarters, Maggard Electric, Southeast Kentucky's #1 to replace your small electric motors. Maggard Electric is ESA approved. They can replace air compressor motors, swimming pool pumps, heating and cooling motors, motors for heat pumps, air conditioners, and so much more. Over 300 electric motors in stock, and if they don't have it, they can get it. Maggard Electric, still strong, still serving Southeast Kentucky. Located 6 miles north of Hazard on Highway 15. Open 7:30 till 4, Monday through Friday. 436-6886.
Did you know that Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of leading rural health provider in Kentucky? In addition, Primary Care is the 3rd largest rural health system in the nation and the 4th largest employer in Perry County. For 20 years, the top quality health care has been in your backyard and continues to grow. Call today to schedule an appointment at any of our locations in Hazard, Hindman, Vico, Hyden, and now open in Whitesburg. Walk-ins are always welcome. Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky, 439-1300.
With the Perry County Public Library card, you can check out books, movies, magazines, ebooks, as well as use their online databases that allow you to take online classes, repair your auto, or research your family history. Visit the library at 289 Black Gold Boulevard, Hazard, Kentucky. Call them at 606-436-2475 or visit their website, perrycountylibrary.org, for more information. The Perry County Public Library, your source for information, education, and entertainment.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the John C. Combs Arena and Coach Randy Napier Court for boys high school basketball action. Perry Central taking on Leslie County. I'm Dalton Chandler alongside my co-host, Coach Randy Napier. Coach, what's some things that you're looking at tonight that each team needs to execute on?
Well, this is a tough matchup. Perry Central coming off a tough loss to Hazard the other night.
Yeah.
Excuse me, coming off a tough loss to Hazard the other night, and Leslie County on a 2-game winning streak. They got to feel pretty good coming in here. Perry Central have got to shoot the ball well, as they do every night, because they're not a very strong team around the basket overall, and they have got to shoot the ball well and really get a lot of guys involved. Leslie County, like I think you'd mentioned, Tripp Bashir having a big game. Jesse Hoskins having a big game, shoots the ball well, and Coach Noble says that Browning can be a big factor. for Leslie County. I'm looking forward to seeing him and seeing what he brings to the table. But this is always a physical, tough ball game for both of these teams. They don't particularly like each other. You've got Hacker for Prairie Central, Jaden Hacker, who was starting guard for Leslie County last year. You know Leslie County wants to come in here and send Hacker home with a loss. And at the same time, you know Jaden Hacker desperately wants to come out here and prove that he made the right decision where he's at. So, a lot of side stories involved here,
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting.
Prairie Central top 3 scorers, Dalton Combs averaging 17.8 points per game, Landon Miller, a junior, averaging 11 a game, and then a sophomore, Nick Prater, averaging 9.8 points per game. Dalton Combs, the senior, leading the way for the Commodores on that side.
And all those guys you mentioned, they're talented players. Prairie Central, they've got some talent. They don't have the one guy around the basket that they've had in the past that really can just anchor things inside. And they're having to play a different style because of that.
Yeah.
And I think Coach Hoskins is all right with that. I think he's enjoying it. Unfortunately, they've had a hard time getting wins. They opened up with a 6-point win at Letcher Central, then lost 3 in a row, and came back, got a win at Estill County, which was a tough win.
Yeah.
And then went to Hazard and lost by 10. So it's not been an easy start for Prairie Central, and they need they desperately need a win right now, just like Leslie County does. Leslie County, like you had mentioned, they're 4-3. They're on a 2-game winning streak. Got to feel pretty good about themselves.
Yeah. Also, one of those losses that Prairie Central took was, again, North Laurel in that YMT Classic. Like we talked about earlier with the girls, that team, North Laurel, had such an amazing girls team. Their boys team is nothing short of that.
Yeah, they are. I haven't seen the rankings lately as far as state rankings are concerned, but now North Laurel deserves to be up there among the top teams. They've got the big kid that's a really good player, and then they got a lot of good players around him.
And looking at both teams' schedules, they don't have an easy road ahead of them. I know Prairie Central, they've got a game at Bell County sometime later on in the season.
Yeah.
Bell County, a top 20 team in the state.
Yeah.
Rankings come out yesterday. It was number 19. So that's going to be another hard game. Prairie Central's got a lot of those. I think South Laurel's on their schedule.
Yeah. And you got to man up. You got to man up in these situations. And nobody feels sorry for you. Prairie Central is used to winning.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of teams out there that would say, hey, it may be our time to get revenge. So you never know. But Shannon Hoskins has been doing this for a while. He knows what he's doing. He will have them ready when it counts.
So, folks, we're going to take us a quick break. We're going to step aside as they continue pregame festivities. We'll be back here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Hey, it's Kristen, and at Appalachian Wireless, we love Christmas because we give the gift of savings and connection. Are you not sure what to give? Well, give them something that helps them stay connected and capture those moments that matter the most. Family is where you're valued and appreciated. And this Christmas at Appalachian Wireless, we value you. So come home, check the halls, and get connected with Appalachian Wireless. Visit us today in one of our many retail locations or find out more about the Tech the Halls promotion at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
If your sink won't drain just like it should, who you gonna call? If your toilet's clogged and it don't smell good, who can you call? Call 233-5936. Call 233-5936. You better call Todd.
Fazoli's stuffed shells are back. Jumbo pasta shells stuffed with 4 Italian cheeses, smothered in our signature sauces, then topped with mozzarella and baked to bubbly perfection. Try our garlic shrimp stuffed shells topped with plump shrimp marinated in a delicious garlic parmesan sauce. Our 4 cheese shells packed with your favorite Italian cheeses, Parmesan, ricotta, mozzarella, and Romano. Or our stuffed shell duo paired with baked fettuccine Alfredo. Enjoy our stuffed shells with our signature garlic breadsticks today. Only at Fazoli's. Time element, price and participation may vary by location. Unlimited breadsticks, dining only. Tax not included. Fazoli's and local are federally registered trademark with Fazoli's System Management LLC.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the John C. Combs Arena and Coach Randy Napier Court. We're here to bring you boys high school basketball action. Perry County Central taking on Leslie County. And we're going to turn it over to the public address announcer here at the John C. Combs Arena to bring you our starting lineups here for tonight's contest. We're going to go ahead and bring you starting lineups here. Number 1, sophomore Cutter Browning. Number 3, Trent Rojum. Number 4, Caden Bell. Number 11, Jesse Hoskins. And number 24, Trip Brashear for the Leslie County Eagles, coached by John Noble.
And down Leslie County, they're starting 2 big kids there in Trip Bashir and Cutter Browning. Both have a considerable size advantage over Prairie Central. But now Prairie Central has the firepower. You see Dalton Combs coming out there, one of the best shooters in Eastern Kentucky for sure.
Dalton Combs in the starting lineup for Prairie Central alongside number 5, Jaden Hacker.
Former Leslie Eagle.
Number 12, Landon Miller.
Guy who's played a lot of games for Prairie Central.
Senior, number 23, Mason Sumner. And number 24, down low, Nick Prater.
Don, before we get to the tip-off here, I just want to give a shout-out to a couple of people in Leslie County. Coach Wendell Wilson, dear friend of mine, I'm sure is tuned in watching. Merry Christmas, Coach. Hope you're watching tonight, and hope you have a happy holiday season. And another good friend of mine over in Hyden, who I don't think is here. He loves to come to the games, but he's not here tonight. Mr. Ryan Farmer, who is a big basketball fan, and want to wish him a Merry Christmas as well.
So we're going to get set to tip this one off. It's going to be Browning and Prater in the jump circle. And delivering the game ball for tonight is junior deputy Xander Baker.
The man with the plan, Xander Baker.
We're going to get set to tip this one off. We're in for another good one. Just like the girls' game was a very good one, so we're in for another one. And Prater and Browning in the jump circle. Want to get ready to tip this one off. Tip's controlled by Prairie Central. Miller with it. Miller guarded by Brashear. Miller off to Hacker. Hacker out front, guarded by Caden Bell. Off to Miller. Miller's going to drive the lane. Tried to kick it out to Prater and had it stolen by Browning. Browning's going to take it straight down the lane.
Yeah. Looks like that'll be a block.
And that's going to be a blocking foul on number 5, Jaden Hacker.
And the Leslie County fans are happy about that. They were not happy about Mr. Hacker being here in Perry County.
Number 1, Cutter Browning at the line, 42.9% on the year. First one is good for Browning. Gets the scoring kicked off. Leslie County's the first one on the board. Browning with one more from the line. It's up and good. 2-0 to start the game.
Leslie County starting out in the half-court man-to-man, aggressive man-to-man defense by the Eagles.
Hacker off to Miller, off to Combs in the corner, gives it off to Prater. Prater out front to Sumner. Hacker fakes the three, Tries to drive on Bell. Kicks it off to Prater in the corner. He'll fire the three. Bottom of the net. Yeah. That's a Kemper three for Nick Prater.
You're going to see a lot of those from Perry Central tonight. They're going to shoot that. They're going to shoot that three ball.
Bell with it, guarded by Miller. Gives it off to Hoskins. Hoskins going to drive the lane out to Rogem. Gives it off to Bell. Bell drives the lane on Miller. Kicks it out to Browning. Brashear's wanting it inside. Browning off to Hoskins. Hoskins with it straight away out front. Guarded by Combs. Now Bell with it. Bell off to Brashear. Brashear spin move. Puts it up, no good. Going to be out of bounds. Going to be whistled to Perry Central. Good move there by Trip Brashear to get open.
I don't know how that didn't go in.
Hacker inbounds it to Miller. Miller going to bring it up the floor, working on Hoskins. Miller gets it across the timeline. Gives it off to Combs. 3-2. Perry Central with the lead. Miller gets the screen from Sumner. Gives it off to Sumner. He'll fire the three. Money from Mason Sumner. That's another Kemper three.
Mason Sumner's an unsung hero there. He's another guy that's been in a lot of winning basketball games for Perry Central.
6-2, Perry Central with the lead. Rogem with it. Gives it off to Bell. Bell guarded by Miller. Bell off to Rogem in the corner. Gives it down into Browning. Browning puts it up and in over top of Nick Prater. Now Prater inbounds to Hacker. He's going to bring it up the timeline.
And they're really face guarding Dalton Combs. They don't want to let him get off to any kind of a start.
Combs drives the lane, puts it up and in off the glass.
Nice drive there.
A PBT bank shot.
And that's what you got to do when they're crowding you and they won't let you have a shot outside. Grab it and head to the rim.
Bell guarded out front by Miller. Bell off to Hoskins. Hoskins drives the lane, puts it up, no good. Prater down with the rebound.
Prater gets up there.
He's going to run the floor with it. Kicks it off to Miller in the corner. Almost lost it. Tried to get it to Prater. Has it knocked out of bounds there by Browning. It's going to stay with the Commodores. Miller set to inbound underneath their own basket. Gets it into Combs in the corner. Combs off to Hacker. Hacker's going to give it off to Miller, guarded by Hoskins. Gives it off to Sumner, guarded by Brashear, off to Combs. Combs guarded by Rogem. He's going to give, Hacker's going to fire a three. Can't get it to fall. Brashear down with it off to Bell. Bell up to Hoskins. Hoskins, he'll fire those threes too, but he passes up on that one, drives the lane. Rogem down with the rebound. He'll put up a 10-footer, no good. Prater down with the rebound on that one. Up ahead pass to Hacker. Hacker drives the lane. Off the glass, no good. Ball's tapped around. Brashear comes out with it. Bell up ahead to Rogem. Gives it off to Browning. Browning drives the lane. Puts it up off the glass for a PBT bank shot, plus the foul on that one.
And that was just a nice, strong move there. Browning is a cutter. He caught that ball and just went with authority to the rim.
That one's going to be on Prater. That's going to be his first of the team's second.
And Nick just couldn't get in position to really defend there. There wasn't much he could do.
Browning at the line to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Free throws on the way, and it's good.
Browning's now 3 for 3 from the foul line, I believe, and he's gotten off to a great start.
Browning has all 7 for the Leslie County so far, 8-7. Commodores with the lead. Hacker gets the screen from Prater, drives the lane. Foul's going to be whistled on the floor. Looks like it's going to be on number 4. That's going to be on Caden Bell, his first and the team's first. Miller inbounds to Hacker in the corner. Up top to Combs. He's going to fire the three. Can't get it to fall. Bell
they're
down
making
the rebound.
him work so hard to get open.
Bell with it. Off to Rogem. Gives it off to Hoskins. Fakes the three. Drives the lane. Ball's going to be held. Going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow staying with the Leslie County Eagles.
Good job there by Dalton Combs.
Now Bell set to inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Guarded by Miller. Gives it into Brashear. No defender anywhere around.
Wow. There was nobody within 15 feet of him.
And Coach Hoskins decides he wants a timeout after that one. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. 3:57 here in the first quarter, 8-9. Leslie County retakes the lead. Coach, what's something that you've seen on either end that needs to be fixed?
Perry Central's defense is not really bothering Leslie County right now, and they are beating Perry Central to the punch, so to speak, by they're beating them down the court a little bit and hitting the cutter, and they're getting a couple of easy looks that I'm sure Coach Hoskins is not happy about. And then that last time there was a switch, and both guys went to the player that was 20 feet from the rim.
Yeah.
And Trip Bashir just opened up right in front of the rim, and nobody around him. So Coach Hoskins decided real quick that, no, I've seen enough of that.
So Leslie County retakes the lead, 9-8. Hacker going to bring this one up the floor for the Commodores. Hacker out front, guarded by Bell, gives it off to Sumner. Combs going to fire the three. No good. Hacker down with the rebound. Hacker down low, out to Prater. Prater's going to drive the lane, kicks it out to Combs. Combs going to drive the lane, puts it up and in.
And that's something that Dalton Combs has added to his game this year, especially in the last year and a half. When Dalton was a sophomore, he couldn't make that shot.
Now they get the ball down low to Rosium, guarded by Hacker. Out to Browning, guarded by Prater. Gives it off to Rosium. Back to Browning, back to Rosium. Gives it off to Bell. Bell off to Hoskins, guarded by Combs. Brashear out front, gives it off to Browning. Browning off to Bell. Out to Rosium, guarded by Hacker. Lobs it in there for Brashear. Has it knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Perry Central basketball.
Mason Sumner's fighting hard in there. Mason's not quite big enough to handle some of those guys, but he's holding his own.
2:53 on the clock. 10-9, Perry Central with the lead. Hacker brings it up the floor, off to Prater. Prater off to Sumner. He'll fire it if he wants it. He's going to back it out. Gives it off to Prater. Prater off to Miller. Back to Prater. Hacker's going to fire a three, and it's good. That's a Kemper three for Jaden Hacker.
And he needed that shot to get himself going.
Now Bell with it, trying to work it up the floor. And he's going to get called for steps. 13-9, Prairie Central with a 4-point lead. 2:20 on the clock in the first quarter here. You can catch Hazard and Owsley County Boys over on WSGS. And for us, you can catch us on WSGS Facebook, WSGS YouTube, WSGS.com, and 104.7 WJMD. Hacker out front with it. Gives it off to Miller. Miller guarded by Hoskins. Gives it off to Combs. Combs going to track it down. Combs out front working on Rosium. He drives the lane off the glass and in for a PBT bank shot.
That's three really good drives by Dalton Combs tonight, and he's making them pay for crowding him out there on the three-point line.
That's also something he didn't do in the Hazard game. He was living and dying by the three in the Hazard game. Hacker saves it from going out of bounds. Gives it to Combs, and he's going to lose it out of bounds. It's going to be Leslie County basketball.
I'm actually not sure if anybody on that sideline, either team, either coach, or either of the referees knew who hit that ball last.
And out of the break there, number one, Tyler Robinson checks in for the Commodores. He replaces Hacker. And he's going to be set to trigger this one in on the sideline. It's going to come into Miller. Miller's going to work it up the floor here. Miller going to handle the ball for the Commodores, gives it off to Robinson. Robinson off to Sumner. Sumner drives the lane, kicks out to Prater. Prater thought about the three, gives it off to Sumner. Sumner uses the screen from Prater, gives it off to Robinson. Robinson going to drive the lane, kicks out. Prater three wide open, no good. And Hoskins down with the rebound. He's going to bring it up the floor. Hoskins gives it off to Rosium. Gives it off to Browning out front, guarded by Prater, off to Hoskins. Hoskins out at the logo, gives it off to Bell. Brashear sets the screen for Bell. Gives it down low to Browning, puts it up off the glass and in.
Browning just went back door there on Prater and got an easy one.
Another PBT
But Perry
bank shot.
Central's playing really aggressive man-to-man defense.
Now Combs drives the lane, kicks out to Sumner. He'll fire the three. No good. Bell down with the rebound. He's going to bring it up the floor, gives it off to Hoskins. Hoskins guarded by Combs. Hoskins with it. Guarded by Combs out near the logo. Gives it off to Browning. Browning. Nobody there.
Thought there was going to be a roll, and nobody rolled.
Now Combs gives it off to Prater. Off the glass, no good, but draws the foul on the Leslie County Eagles.
Yeah.
It's going to be on number
Browning, I think.
It is on number 1, Cutter Browning. Nick Prater at the line. Prater shooting 73% there on the year. First one's good. So Browning with Prater with one more from the line. Second shot on the way from Prater, and it's good. Checking in for the Commodores is number 4, Josh Miller.
Freshman Josh Miller, big strong guy, likes to mix it up.
Now Browning with it, brings up the floor. And at the buzzer, that's going to be no good. So at the end of the first quarter, the Commodores are leading this one 17-11. We'll be back here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
It should be easy to get healthcare you can trust close to home. That's exactly what UK Healthcare's Gene Buchanan Medical Center in Hindman is designed for. With a variety of services under one roof, from primary care to behavioral health, and an on-site pharmacy and x-rays to make it even more convenient for you. It's a provider that treats everyone, regardless of ability to pay, all backed by the expertise of UK Healthcare, so you and your family can get healthy and stay healthy. Learn more at ukhealthcare.com/Hindman.
Don't spend another minute suffering from pain. Let the staff at Fugit Family Chiropractic provide you with the leading-edge technology and proven techniques for optimum pain relief and minimal recovery time. If you suffer from chronic neck or lower back pain, headaches, herniated or bulging discs, or even degenerative disc disease, let our highly knowledgeable and experienced team help you. Fugit Family Chiropractic in Hazard and Whitesburg. No referral needed, and walk-ins are welcome.
And welcome back to the John C. Combs Arena and Coach Randy Napier Court. I'm Dalton Chandler alongside my co-host, Coach Randy Napier. Coach, 17-11, Prairie Central with the lead.
No real surprises here yet. This has been both teams just getting after each other and testing the waters. Dalton Combs has stood out that he really made some strong drives to the basket. Leslie County was hoping by chasing him off that three-point line they may make him ineffective, but it's not working.
Robinson going to fire the corner three, bottom of the net for Tyler Robinson. That's a Kemper three for him.
Tyler Robinson, one of our football players, who's a dandy athlete, and he comes from good pedigree. His mother was a great player for Prairie Central.
That was number 14, Waylon Mitchell checked in. Now Jesse Hoskins fires a three, and it's good for him.
And Hoskins can shoot it.
Now Miller up to Sumner. Gets the screen from Josh Miller. Sumner takes it down the lane all by himself. That's a PBT bank shot for him. Bell off to Hoskins. Hoskins working on Miller. Hoskins guarded by Robinson. And I believe they're going to signal the foul call there. That's going to be on number 1, Mr. Tyler Robinson. His first and the team's first. Hoskins set to inbound this one for the Eagles. Gives it into Bell. Bell brings it across the timeline. Bell with it. Out front to Mitchell. Off to Lewis. He fires a three, no good. Back up and in there
Big
by number
put
14,
back there.
Waylon Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell, that's a big bucket. I'm sure Coach John Noble didn't want this to stretch out to a 10-point game. That brings it back to a 6-point game, 22-16, Prairie Central.
Couch fires the three, no good. Josh Miller brings that one down for the Commodores. Now Combs going to take his chance at the three, and it's
Too
good.
easy. If you can get, if Dalton Combs gets that much time, he's going to make them all. Now Perry Central on a 2-2-1 press, full court, and Leslie County turns it over.
That's going to be steps called on Bell. Hacker checks back in for Robinson for the Commodores. And number 22, Jude Napier, checks in for the Eagles. So they're going to bring Robinson back in for Combs for the Commodores. Miller throws it in front of the scoreboard, gives it into Hoskins. He's going to set up the offense.
Leslie County's wanting to trap the ball a little bit and force the issue on Perry Central, especially with Dalton Combs out.
Hacker with it, guarded by Hoskins, off to Robinson. Cross court pass to Hacker. He thought about the three, drives the lane, kicks out to Miller. Miller off to Landon Miller. Out front to Tegan Couch. Gives it off to Tyler Robinson. Drives the lane, off to Josh Miller, puts that one off the glass for a PBT bank shot.
Nice play by Tyler Robinson to set that up for and got the ball to Josh Miller in a great position to score.
27-16, 5:30 to go, second quarter. Hoskins with it, guarded by Miller. Hoskins out at the logo. Gives it off to Mitchell. Mitchell off to Lewis. Gives it off to Hoskins. Back to Lewis. Lewis back to Hoskins. Hoskins drives the lane. Layup no good. Tapped out of bounds there by Nathan Lewis. Going to be Prairie Central's
Hoskins
basketball.
made a good drive to the basket there and just got a little too far under.
It gets hard once you get so far underneath that basket to twist it back around and get it up off the glass.
That's a hard shot.
Miller's going to bring this one up the floor for the Commodores. Miller and Hacker kind of sharing ball handler duties tonight.
Yeah.
Hacker off to Miller. Miller out front to Couch. Off to Hacker. Back to Robinson. Back to Couch. Out front Robinson. Cross court pass to Miller. Now Hacker with it out at the logo. Landon Miller's going to square up for a three. Nothing but nylon right there. That's a Kemper three-pointer for Landon Miller. And John Noble's going to take a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout.
Yeah, going to have a full timeout here.
So we're going to take this one with him. We'll be back on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
For nearly 60 years, LKLP Community Action has been helping improve the lives of those in need throughout our communities with programs and services that assist people of all ages. LKLP works to empower people, improve quality of life, and combat poverty. From transportation, education, and workforce support to assistance with family advocacy, adult day health care, and more. LKLP is your go-to community partner. Find your county outreach office at www.lklp.org.
Your hometown's where you want to raise your family.
For Tanner Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, here's Daryl Billings.
0% financing for up to 72 months. Huge rebates, great trade-in allowances, and accommodating friendly service is what we're all about at Tanner Dodge in Stanton. We'll go the extra mile to get you the best deal possible and make your buying experience positive. Over 83% of the people we have sold to in the past few years have returned to buy from us again. Come see why. You'll be glad you did.
Come home to savings. Tanner Dodge Chrysler Jeep.
Welcome back here on the East Kentucky Sports Network. Dalton Chandler with Randy Napier. 30-16, Prairie Central with the lead over Leslie County. You can catch Hazard and Owsley County boys over on WSGS. You can catch us on Facebook, YouTube, WSGS.com, and 104.7 WJMD. Now Lewis with it. Gives it off to Browning. Up ahead pass to Lewis. And Coach Hoskins was looking over there like, hey, he's out of bounds, and they're going to whistle that one out of bounds. Ball's going to Prairie Central.
Both coaches working the officials now.
Now Hacker with it out front. Directing traffic, gives it off to Combs on the right side. Combs off the couch out front at the logo. Gives it off to Hacker. Out front to Robinson, back to Hacker. He's going to square up for a three. No good, back iron. Tegan Couch down with the rebound. Gives it off to Miller. Now Combs going to try his luck at one. No good. Josh Miller brings down yet another rebound and gets the foul call there on Leslie County. It's going to be on number 30, Nathan Lewis. Checking in.
It's rare that Prairie Central is going to miss that many shots and that many three-point shots and still get the ball back. And
Couch off the Hacker, driving the lane, floater up and in for Jaden Hacker.
That's where Hacker is at his best, penetrating like that.
Tegan Couch gets in the passing lane, intercepts that one. Now Robinson with it down low. Has it blocked by Browning, but Hacker comes out with it. And they're going to get another foul call here on Leslie County. It's going to be on number 3, Trent Rosium.
And the Eagles are fighting hard. They've just been hung up on this end of the floor for a while.
Hacker, 10-footer, rolls in off the glass. That's a PBT bank shot.
Prairie Central back in that 2-2-1 pressure.
Now Bell with it, gives it off to Rosium. And he's going to draw the foul there on Prairie Central's number 14, Tegan Couch. Now Bell with it, brings it across the timeline. Bell guarded out front by Robinson. Gives it off to Browning. Browning drives the lane.
Yeah, that's going to be a block.
That's a blocking foul there. It's going to be on number 1, Tyler Robinson.
Tyler was trying to help there. Dalton McCombs got beaten, and Tyler was trying to help him and just could not get there in time.
So that's going to send Browning to the line for 2.
Leslie County needs points right now. You know, they're down 18 points and now back to 17, and they have got to cut into this lead before halftime.
So the first one was good. And checking in for the Commodores, number 12, Landon Miller, number 24, Nick Prater, number 23, Mason Sumner. Browning, second one on the way. It's good as well. So Hacker inbounds to Combs, and he's going to give it straight back to Hacker so he can bring it up and set the offense. Hacker with it. Gives it off to Prater on the left side, guarded by Browning. Out front to Sumner, guarded by Brashear. Gives it off to Combs. Uses a screen from Sumner. Combs gives it to Hacker. Hacker, spin move in the lane. Kicks it off to Prater in the corner, off to Sumner on the right side. Sumner with the spin move off to Prater. Prater's going to drive the lane. Puts it up, one-handed, no good. Ball tapped around. Browning comes out with it. He's going to run the floor for the Eagles and has it back tapped by Prater. Now Hacker with it. Hacker to Miller in the corner. Fakes a 3, drives 15-footer, good from Landon Miller.
And Dalton Prairie Central loves this pace. They want that chaotic pace. They want it going up and down.
Now Bell with it, gives it off to Rosium. Now Napier with it, gives it down to Brashear. And that one's going to be whistled on the floor. And that one looks like it's going on number 23, Mason Sumner. It's his first and the team's fourth. 36-18, 2:18 to go in this half.
In the last 2 or 3 minutes, Prairie Central has sped Leslie County up so much that they can't take advantage of their size inside. They've just made them run so fast.
Hoskins gives it off to Rosium. Back to Hoskins. Hoskins is guarded by Combs. Hoskins with it out at the logo. Gives it off to Bell, guarded by Miller. Brashear sets the screen for Bell, gives it off to Rosium. Off to Hoskins. Now Rosium sets the screen for Hoskins. Gives it off to Bell. Hoskins with it. Hoskins guarded by Combs, gives it off to Bell. Out front to Ryan Howard. Gives it off to Bell. Guarded by Miller out at the logo.
I tell you, Mason Sumner's doing a heck of a job of denying that ball in there to trip Brashear.
Now Hoskins with it, guarded by Combs. Brashear's going to set the screen. Hoskins drives the lane, has it knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Leslie County.
Good help defense right there.
Number 1, Cutter Browning comes in to replace number 11, Jesse Hoskins. Now Now Rojem with it. Gives it off to Howard. He'll fire a three. No good. And ball out of bounds. Going to be Prairie Central basketball. Prater inbounds to Hacker. Hacker's going to bring it up the floor. Hacker's being the primary ball handler right now for Prairie Central. Gives it off to Prater. Prater out front to Hacker. He's going to fire a three. Nothing but nylon there for Jaden Hacker, and that's a Kemper three.
Jaden Hacker has gotten comfortable here in this game, shooting the ball out there, and when he does that, he's a pretty doggone good player.
And that ball's going to sail out of bounds. So 39-18, 42.9 seconds to go in this half. Prater going to inbound this one to Hacker. Hacker's going to bring it up the floor and get the offense set for the Commodores. Gives it off to Miller. Now off to Combs. Combs off to Prater. Prater off to Combs straight away. Guarded by Rojem. Combs with it. 14 seconds on the clock. 39-18. Combs off to Miller. 8 seconds. Miller drives the lane, has it blocked, but it's going out of bounds. Going to stay with the Commodores.
Good defense there, but Prairie Central's patience there. They're doing what a good team does. They're gonna make sure they get this last possession.
Miller inbounds to Hacker. Hacker 3 seconds. Hacker off to Combs. Combs with 1 second. Fires it at the buzzer. No good. That's going to send us to halftime, folks. Your score 39-18. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
When it comes to your finances, do you want people who've never been to Eastern Kentucky making decisions about your home or your business? Or would you rather trust folks who live and work right here in the mountains? Hayden Citizens Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated, with over a century of service to this community. Come in today and see how we can help you reach all of your financial goals. Visit us online at HaydenCitizensBank.com or give us a call at 672-2344. Hayden Citizens Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For nearly 30 years, the Medicine Shop Pharmacy of Hayden is proud to have sponsored and supported all of the elementary and high schools in Leslie County and surrounding areas. They help our community because they are part of our community. They live and raise their own families here. So when you shop with the Medicine Shop, your money stays here in the area. They want to say thank you to all of their customers who have made this possible. And best of luck to the teams in the 54th District, the Medicine Shop, Main Street in Hayden, 606-672-8705.
Just what the doctor ordered, 24 hours a day. One Stop Market in Stinnett. Whether your car needs a fill up or you need a fill up, One Stop Market has just what you need. Hamburgers, hoagies, Philly cheese steak, and pizza, plus an incredible breakfast menu. Short orders prepared around the clock. Gasoline, food, groceries. The name says it all. One Stop Market in Stinnett, a Friends of Coal business. Stop in and see Amy and the crew. Your business is always sincerely appreciated. One Stop Market.
Did something recently change with your pharmacy? Or maybe you're unsatisfied with your pharmacy service? Consider switching to RX Discount Pharmacy on Morton Boulevard in Hazard. RX Discount Pharmacy offers a friendly staff, convenience items, and easy access drive-through. And delivery service is available. RX Discount Pharmacy has been locally owned and operated for more than 30 years, and they don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. So choose a pharmacy you know you can trust. RX Discount Pharmacy in Hazard.
Dolman Distributing is a third-party vendor. Delivers Dr. Pepper, RC Cola, Knee-High, Orange, Peach, and Grape sodas, Big Red, and A&W to small country stores not serviced by national vendors. Delivering to areas of southeast Kentucky and southwest Virginia. Dolman also delivers 5-gallon jugs of Climax spring water and Mother Nature spring water to residential and retail customers throughout Letcher, Perry, and Owsley counties. Find out more by calling 606-634-4858. That's 606-634-4858. Or visit Dolman Distributing on Facebook.
What's in a name anyway? Well, our answer is everything. Because we're the store that puts our promise to you right in our name. Save-A-Lot Food Stores. Now, Save-A-Lot isn't just a name we picked for ourselves. It's a name we've earned by bringing you only the best grocery items, freshest produce, and quality meat available at the best possible value every day. That's Save-A-Lot.
Save money at your local Save-A-Lot store in Hazard and in Hayden.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the East Kentucky Sports Network. We're here at the John C. Combs Arena and Coach Randy Napier Court. I'm Dalton Chandler alongside my co-host, Randy Napier. Randy, what's some stuff that you've seen from either team tonight that really sticks out to you?
Well, I thought Perry Central, they kind of sped Leslie County up a little too fast in the second quarter and created some turnover situations. And I think the biggest factor offensively has been Jaden Hacker.
Yeah.
Hacker has had a real good first half, and he didn't. It's kind of tough when you're playing against your former team, and he did not let things get to him, and he could have. That's easy to do. He showed some maturity, hung tough. Got knocked around a little bit in the physical game. But he made some big plays, hit, I think, 2 threes, and just had a really, really good first half. And Dalton Combs did what Dalton Combs does.
Yeah.
He is occupying so much of Leslie County's defense that it's making it easy for guys like Mason Sumner, Nick Prater, Landon Miller, Tyler Robinson. They're getting better looks because Leslie County is having to work so hard on Dalton to keep him from exploding on the way he's capable of doing.
Yeah.
And then you throw in the fact that Hacker is having such a big half, it's really been a nightmare for Leslie County to defend the other 3 guys because they're expending so much manpower and energy on Hacker and Combs.
Yeah, if you're John Noble, that's one you can tell they focused on that in practice this week.
Yeah.
Preparing for this game is guarding Dalton Combs and Hacker because he knows those two can go off on any given night. And you're leaving open some really key shooters for Prairie Central if you look at it, because Miller usually always steps up in a big way, hits some big shots. Prater does as well. Prater can knock down the 3 as good as any of them out there. And if you're Leslie County, kind of want to make a switch there at halftime to switch it up and try to get some guys out on them.
And they've dug themselves into a pretty steep hole now, and it's hard to come back. Perry Central, Shannon does a heck of a job keeping his team under control.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult to get him rattled, and in turn, it's hard to get his team rattled because they handle the ball well, they shoot it well enough, and they catch you out of position so well. They've caused defenders to move so much that it creates open shots, and it's going to be an uphill struggle for the Eagles this second half, I think.
Perry Central and Leslie, they've at least got to play each other one more time, and if I'm a betting man, I'm saying they see them another time after that.
Very
probably
well
in the district.
Yeah, wouldn't be a bit surprised.
And every time they get out here on the floor and play, it's always a good ball game. And I think we're in for a pretty good second half here as well. John Noble always has good coach teams. He's one of the best coaches to ever do it around here as well. You can throw his name in that hat.
Yeah, you sure can. John does a good job. His guys, he preaches toughness to them, and they've been pretty tough tonight, but they haven't executed as well as Perry Central. And it's tough when all 5 guys for Perry Central can put the ball on the floor and do things with it, and that makes it even harder when all those guys are versatile enough to put it on the floor and create mismatches. It makes it pretty tough.
Shannon's got a pretty young team. If you look at some of them, he's got, I think, 3 seniors this year, which Combs being his leading scorer is going to be a senior, so he's going to be gone after this year. But you look at Miller's a junior, Prater's a sophomore, so you still got some younger talent there that's producing for the Commodores.
Yeah.
And got a bright future for both teams. Have a very bright future.
Yeah, they do.
Leslie County's got a few more seniors than Prairie Central, but both teams still got some young guys that can play some basketball and play it right.
Yeah, they sure can. And now you can count on one thing: John Noble's team's going to come out here in this second half ready to battle.
Oh yeah. So folks, we're going to step aside here. Your score's 39 to 18. We're going to step aside, take another quick break, and we'll be back to give you second half action here from the John C. Combs Arena on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
No longer do you have to travel abroad to get hoses and fittings, thanks to Mine Service Company's Hydraulic Hose Division, located on Willie's Way, across from Applebee's in Hazard. Everything you'll need to get up and running. They even have hoses and fittings for Cat, Volvo, and Komatsu heavy equipment. Trusted then, trusted now. Mine Service Company, bringing quality mine supplies to our area for over 100 years. And now bringing you quality products in their hydraulic hose division in Hazard. Mine Service Company.
No one wants to hear the words you need open heart surgery. But when you do, you want care you can trust. At Hazard ARH, Dr. James Shoptaw, cardiothoracic and vascular surgeon with over 29 years of experience, leads a team you can count on. With skilled hands, strong faith, and proven results, Dr. Shoptaw is with you every step of the way. Trust your heart to ARH and Dr. Shoptaw, a proud member of the ARH Care Network. Learn more at arh.org/cardiology.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agents are more than just insurance agents. They're coaches.
Hey, good eye, Mason! Yeah!
Volunteer firefighters.
Engine 6, on scene.
Neighbors.
Morning, Floyd!
Someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Visit or call Janet Smith, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agency Manager, or Agents Major Gabbard and Chase Smith.
And welcome back, folks, on the East Kentucky Sports Network. I'm Dalton Chandler alongside my co-host Randy Napier. We're here at the John C. Combs Arena in Coach Randy Napier Court. Coach, 39-18, Prairie Central with the lead. Got another half of basketball to play.
Yeah, and I'll say it again. I don't know if John Noble's team can come back and get back in this to challenge Prairie Central now because they've dug themselves a big hole. But I'll tell you this. They're going to come out fighting. Now, they will. John won't have it any other way. They're going to have to come out here and fight and scratch for every possession. And if Prairie Central is not ready for that kind of intensity, they'll have problems. But now I got a feeling that Coach Hoskins reminded his players that, hey, these guys are coming after us this third quarter, so be ready.
Don't forget, folks, you can catch Hazard and Owsley County Boys over on WSGS, and you can catch us on WSGS Facebook, YouTube, WSGS.com, and 104.7 WJMD. Leslie County with the ball to start the half, going from left to right on your radio dial. Bell with it, guarded by Miller. Bell out front, gives it off to Browning.
Got an illegal screen somewhere there.
Looked like down here in the left corner, may have been Bell set an illegal screen.
Yeah.
Now Hacker going to bring the ball across the timeline here for the Commodores. Get things started. Gives it off to Miller. Back to Hacker. Out front to Miller. He'll fire straight away three. No good. Prater down with the rebound. And he's going to draw the foul on Leslie County.
I tell you, Dalton, that's such a big factor for Prairie Central. Nick Prater has to be a good rebounder. He's a big, tall guy, but he's not got a lot of meat on him, and he's got to work hard to rebound for this team.
Now Combs gives it off to Prater. Prater drives the lane off the glass, no good. Brashear down with it up ahead to Hoskins. Hoskins going to run the floor with it, going to back it out. Gives it down low to Brashear. Has it blocked, but draws the foul on number 2, Dalton Combs, for the Commodores. It's going to be his second, team first.
Commodores looked a little late rotating back defensively there. They didn't look like they got back real good.
Brashear at the line, shooting 27% on the year so far. First one's no good.
Does not look real comfortable at that foul line, does he?
Brashear's got one more. Steps up. Shots on the way. And it's good. 1 of 2 from the line. Hacker going to bring the ball down the floor for the Commodores. Gets it across the timeline. Guarded by Bell. Gives it off to Combs. Out front to Miller. Guarded by Hoskins. Off to Prater in the corner. Guarded by Browning. Out front to Sumner. Off to Hacker. Hacker guarded by Bell. Hacker out at the logo, off to Prater on the right-hand side, guarded by Browning, out front to Combs. Combs going to drive the lane, kicks it out to Prater in the right-hand corner. Steps, drives the lane, puts it up, no good, left it short. Mason Sumner comes out there with the rebound off to Hacker. He'll fire three.
That one.
Brashear down with the rebound off the missed three from Sumner. Bell with it, guarded by Miller. Hoskins, he'll fire three. No good, but Prater down with the rebound. Tried to get it to Combs, and Hoskins takes that one. Misses the layup, but Browning there to put it back up and in for the Leslie County Eagles. 39-21. Hacker off to Sumner, out front to Hacker. Hacker will set up the offense. Hacker drives the lane, puts it off the glass, no good. And Bell down with the rebound. Up ahead to Rosium, off the glass, no good, but Hoskins there to put it back up off the glass and in for a PBT bank shot. And Coach Hoskins says, I want 30 seconds.
And that, Leslie County is just outworking Prairie Central the last minute or so. They worked hard, come up with the ball, got down there, missed shots, and got on both occasions, put them back. And they're not going to quit. There's no quit in that group, I can tell you. And John Noble wouldn't have it. So now they're inching back closer, and that was a good timeout by Coach Hoskins because he understands you don't want to let them get down there close to 10.
So Coach Hoskins calls the Kemper Furniture timeout there. It's going to be Leslie County basketball coming back, or Prairie Central basketball coming back out on the floor. My bad. Correction. It is going to be.
Yeah, it's Prairie Central ball.
Okay. I was making sure they was going the right way there. Miller going to trigger this one in down low. Gives it off to Hacker. Hacker's going to bring it up the floor and try to set up the Commodore offense. Pace is kind of slowed down, not in favor of Prairie Central right now, Coach.
Yeah, it's made it more difficult. They're getting good movement in their offense. They've gotten really good at running this 5-out offense.
Now Combs uses the screen from Sumner, puts it off the glass, no good. Browning down with the rebound, and he's going to run the floor with it. Had it tapped away by Hacker, but draws the foul. It's going to be on number 5, Jaden Hacker. His second, the team's second. Bell to trigger it in underneath their own basket. Bell into Hoskins. Hoskins has it on the right-hand side. Brashear comes up to set the screen for Hoskins. Hoskins uses it, gives it off to Rosium. Out to Browning. Browning has it stolen by Hacker. Hacker's going to take it the other way, and he's going to draw the foul on the Eagles.
And Leslie County was not going to let him have a layup there. That was not happening.
That's going to be on number 3, Trent Rosium. That's his third. So at the line, number 5, Jaden Hacker for the Commodores. Hacker's first shot on the way. Good from the line. And coming in for the Leslie County Eagles is number 14, Waylon Mitchell. Hacker with one more. Steps up to the line. And it's good for Hacker.
Big couple of free throws there.
Now Bell with it. Gives it off to Browning. Commodores in a press. Bell off to Brashear. Brashear gives it off to Browning. Gives it off to Bell. Bell guarded by Miller. Drives the lane. Shuffled his feet there.
Took a little extra step.
It's going to be Commodores basketball.
And now it's kind of a momentum swing back toward Prairie Central, especially if they can get a basket here all of a sudden.
41-23, 4:45 to go in this third quarter. Hacker with it. Hacker off to Miller out front. Miller drives the lane. Stop and pop 10-footers. No good. Browning down with the rebound. Browning drives the lane on Hacker. Gives it off to Hoskins. Hoskins out on the right side. Hoskins guarded by Sumner out top at the logo. Gives it off to Bell. Now gives it off to Browning, off to Mitchell in the corner. Out front to Hoskins, guarded by Sumner. Gives it off to Browning. He's going to try his look at a three and finds the bottom of the net on that one for
nice
Cutter
shot
Browning.
There by the big guy.
Now Landon Miller going to bring it up the floor for the Commodores. Gives it off to Combs. Combs off to Hacker. Hacker out front. Guarded by Bell. Off to Sumner. Guarded by Brashear. And he has his pocket picked. And now Hoskins going to try his luck at a three. No good. Hacker down with the rebound. Hacker. Miller in the corner. Three on the way. No good. Combs comes out with the rebound underneath the basket and draws the foul on Leslie County.
Leslie County has worked so hard trying to get back in this ballgame. They just can't put enough buckets together. They've not been able to score back to back in this quarter, and that's why it's still a 15-point ballgame as hard as they've worked.
Miller gets it into Prater. Prater fires the 15-footer, no good. Brashear gives it off to Bell. Bell going to work it up the floor, off to Hoskins. Hoskins drives the lane on Sumner. Puts it up, no good. Draws the foul on the Commodores. Looks like that one's going to be on number 23, Mason Sumner. It's going to be his second. Number 11, Jesse Hoskins at the line. Hoskins 65% on the year, and the first one's good.
Hoskins is so quick. He gets down the floor and gets to the rim in a hurry.
Hoskins with one more. Good on the second one as well. Prater gives it into Combs. Combs going to bring it across the timeline here. 3:12 to go in the third quarter. 41-28. Combs with it. Off to Hacker. Hacker off to Miller. Sumner sets the screen for Miller. Miller drives the lane. And he's going to draw the foul on Leslie County's number 1, Cutter Browning.
I don't think Coach Noble liked that one. He felt like they got a lot of basketball.
So that's going to send number 12, Landon Miller, to the line for the Commodores, where he's 81% on the year so far.
Yeah, Landon's just a good shooter all the way around. And then we jinx him.
And he misses the first one.
It always happens like that.
Miller's going to have one more. Commodores are in the bonus. So for every foul, they're going to the line. And he finds the bottom of the net on the second one. Bell gives it off to Hoskins. Back to Bell. Up ahead across the timeline to Brashear. Brashear in the corner to Browning. Prater stowed it, but his foot was on the line, so it's going to stay with Leslie County.
Played good defense there. He just ran out of real estate.
Brashear to trigger this one in underneath their own basket. Gives it into Hoskins. Hoskins guarded by Combs out on the left wing.
Tripp Brashear's wanting that ball inside, but Mason Sumner's just doing a good job on him.
Now Hoskins with it, guarded by Combs. Gives it off to Browning out top, off to Mitchell, off to Bell on the left-hand corner, out to Hoskins on the left wing, back to Bell in the corner. Cross-court pass to Browning on the right wing for a three. Finds the bottom of the net again for Cutter Browning.
You know, Coach Noble told you before the game this guy is playing good, and man, he is.
And now they force a turnover. And Coach Hoskins ain't happy with that one. He's going to take a full timeout, and we're going to take a break. We'll be back on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Okay, Rewards Bot. How much should people earn with free Kasasa Cash checking?
5% APY on balances as high as $25,000.
Every month you qualify? That's so high.
5% APY. 5% APY.
Rewards Bot has gone rogue. Free checking, cash rewards. Ask for Kasasa Cash. It's our superpower.
Learn more about Kasasa at PBT Bancorp in Hazard.
APY equals annual percentage yield. Qualifications, rules, limitations apply. Rates and rewards vary by account balance and qualification status. Contact institution for details. Member FDIC.
Have you been injured in an automobile wreck? You need to call the car wreck professionals at the law office of David A. Johnson, where attorneys David A. Johnson, Justin Noble, and Michael Johnson are ready to fight for you to get you the money you deserve. The law office of David A. Johnson is located at 461 Main Street in Hazard, on the web at davidajohnsonlaw.com, and on Facebook. Call 435-1552. That's 435-1552. This is an advertisement.
And welcome back, folks, to the John C. Combs Arena. Coach Randy Napier Court, 42-31, Prairie Central with the lead. Coach, I want to give a shout-out here to Mr. Nathan Little watching us tonight, tuning us in.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to our one of our broadcast partners there, Nathan Little, one of our good friends. Merry Christmas, buddy.
Now Browning with it out front, guarded by Prater. Gives it off to Mitchell, guarded by Hacker. Back to Browning, off to Hoskins. Fakes the three on Combs. Gives it off to Bell in the corner. Out front to Browning. He'll fire another one. No good on that one. And I think they're going to get number 24, Trip Brashear, with an over the back there.
Mason Sumner's just working in there. And I tell you, Dalton, to say that I'm impressed with Cutter Browning is an understatement. That kid has a bright future. He's got a lot going for him. Big kid, runs well, has proven he can shoot it outside. Got great moves around the rim. Coach Noble bragged on him in the pregame, and for good reason.
Sumner's first one at the line is no good. And checking in for the Commodores, number 1, Tyler Robinson, and for the Eagles, number 30, Nathan Lewis. As you said, Browning kind of carrying the load a little bit for Leslie County. He's got 19 on the night.
Yeah.
Sumner's second one was no good. Now Prater with it. He's going to stuff it down low and draw the foul on it.
Emphatic.
He went to the rafters with that one.
Yeah, he sure did. He just went straight up and dropped the hammer.
Number 14, Waylon Mitchell, is going to be whistled with the foul on that one. So Prater's going to try to complete it, the three-point play the old-fashioned way, and he does. Now Bell with it. Bell gives it off to Hoskins. Hoskins gets it across the timeline. Hoskins straight down the lane. No good. Sumner down with the rebound. Sumner brings it up the floor to Robinson in the corner. Robinson drives the lane. Floater up and in for Tyler Robinson.
Nice smooth move there by Tyler Robinson.
Browning with it. Going to bring it up the floor. Gives it off to Hoskins. Fakes the three. Drives the lane. Scoop shot up. No good. Draws the foul on the Commodores. It's going to be on number 24, Nick Prater.
I didn't see much contact there either. Look, but these guys are going at each other. This is fun to watch.
47-31, 1:17 to go in the third quarter. Hoskins at the line for 2 shots. First one's on its way, no good for Hoskins.
Leslie County, this entire quarter they've cut into that lead. Perry pulls back away. They cut into the lead. Perry pulls back away.
Hoskins, one more at the line. No good, front iron. Browning comes out with it, puts it off the glass and in for a PBT bank shot.
Back down now to 14-point lead for Prairie Central with a little over a minute to go in the third quarter.
Hacker with it out at the logo. Want to set up the offense. He's going to fire straight away three. No good. Hoskins down with it. Hoskins going to run the floor really quick. Gives it off to Mitchell. Off to Lewis. Lewis back to Hoskins. Hoskins guarded by Combs.
If I'm the Eagles, I'm getting that ball in Browning's hands.
And Combs knows that Hoskins can shoot the three, so he's squaring up to him real close. Now Bell with it. Off to Mitchell. Off to Lewis. Hands off to Hoskins. Uses the screen from Lewis. Gives it off to Browning. Now Mitchell fires a three. No good. Combs with it. On the rebound. Runs out other end. Off the glass. Count the bucket.
Nice
and one
move
for Dalton Combs.
Nice strong move by Dalton Combs.
And like you said, that's something he's added to his game over the past year and a half.
Yeah, he's just he's so strong getting to the rim now.
So he's going to try to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. That foul is on number 14, Waylon Mitchell, his second. And Combs good at the line. Combs shooting at 100% there on the year so far. Now Hoskins gets it across the timeline. Gives it off to Lewis. Lewis back to Hoskins. Thought about the three, gives it back to Lewis. He'll take the three. No good. Robinson with the rebound. Has it stolen by Bell. Bell out to Hoskins. No look pass for a three. No good.
And Leslie County needed that one.
And that's going to complete your third quarter, folks. 50-33. Perry Central with a 17-point lead here going into the fourth quarter. Folks, we're going to take a break. We'll be back on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance East Kentucky Chiropractic wants to remind you about their Sports Injury Recovery Clinic. Dr. Dale Williams has been providing treatment for sports injuries of all kinds for over 20 years, offering individualized treatments utilizing x-ray and therapies like cold laser, E-stim, and manipulation. East Kentucky Chiropractic can get you off the sidelines and back into the game. Schedule an appointment today with Dr. Williams or Dr. Fields. Call 606-487-9505. We accept most insurances, Medicare and Medicaid.
Here at Kimber Furniture, our slogan is "We know furniture." As well we should. For over 45 years now, it's what we do, it's all we do, it's who we are. At Kimber's, that gives us the opportunity to specialize in getting you exactly what you need. We do our homework to make sure you get the best, longest lasting, best looking brand names at Kimber's guaranteed lowest prices with easy credit terms and fast express delivery. Now that's what I'm talking about. Kimber Furniture in Hazard, where we know furniture.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the East Kentucky Sports Network as we're set for fourth quarter action here. Hacker with the ball, brings it across the timeline. Off to Josh Miller, back to Hacker. Gives it off to Sumner on the right wing. Down into Josh Miller. He puts it up off the glass, count the bucket, and one for the young man.
And Josh just used that big body and just hammered his way in there.
Foul's going to be on number 30, Nathan Lewis. It's going to be his second. Miller at the line. Gets the three-point play the old-fashioned way once again. Now Mitchell off to Bell. Bell gives it back to Mitchell. Mitchell up ahead, tried to get it to Browning, but it sails out of bounds. Going to be a turnover and going to be Prairie Central basketball.
Leslie County is kind of coming undone a little bit here. It's back out to a 20-point lead, and they're beginning to struggle.
Now Hacker going to bring it across the timeline here. Hacker going to be guarded by Napier. Hoskins switches off onto him. Gives it out front to Combs. Combs drives the lane. Shot up, no good. Stays with it, gets his own rebound, and gets the foul call.
I didn't see much contact there, but Dalton Combs has come a long way. He was always a great shooter, but now he's turned into a great offensive player. He's just put so much more in the package.
Robinson inbounds to Hacker out front to Combs at the logo. Miller sets the screen for him. Combs drives the lane once again, has it blocked by Cutter Browning. Up ahead pass to Hoskins off the glass. That's a PBT bank shot for Jesse Hoskins. Now Hacker going to bring it up the floor. Hacker going to be guarded by Napier.
Coach Hoskins is calming his guys down a little bit. He's like, hey, just chill out here. We're okay.
Now Sumner with it off to Combs, guarded by Howard. Gives it off to Robinson. Robinson out front to Hacker at the logo. Hacker drives the lane, has it stolen away. That's going to be Lewis out on the other end with a PBT bank shot off the glass for Nathan Lewis.
And as it's been this entire second half, Leslie County will cut it a little bit, and then Perry Central has stretched it back out several times.
Sumner with the ball. Hands it off to Hacker. Hacker off to Sumner. Sumner gets the screen from Josh Miller. Sumner drives the lane, spin move. Turnaround 10-footer's good for Mason Sumner.
Nice move by Mason. Mason has developed throughout his career, steals it, and comes back and almost got a layup as I was talking good about him there.
And it's going to be whistled out of bounds on Leslie County. And John Noble's going to take a timeout. That's going to be a Kemper Furniture timeout. It's going to be a full one. Folks, we're going to take a break. We'll be back on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Double Quick proudly introduces Rewards Plus Pay. It's a new feature inside the Double Quick Rewards app. Enroll today and save 20 cents on gas all day, every day, right at the pump. Use it on all transactions inside, too. To enroll, open your Double Quick Rewards app. Click Enroll Now and follow the steps to link your checking account. Once you're approved, use Double Quick Rewards Plus Pay at the pump or inside the store. Rewards Plus Pay is safe, secure, and easy to use. Enroll today and start saving, but only at your Double Quick store.
If you're starting college for the first time, Hazard Community and Technical College has big news. Your first year could be free through the HCTC Promise Scholarship. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you could get up to 2 years free in high-demand fields like construction, healthcare, manufacturing, logistics, and professional services. Plus, flexible start dates, including 12-week and 8-week courses, mean you can start sooner than you think. Choose HCTC. Your future starts here. Call today at 606-487-3293.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the John C. Combs Arena. Coach Randy Napier Court, 55-37, Coach. We've got 5:37 left on the clock.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those situations now that Leslie County, they have to make a big run pretty soon, because then once you get inside that 4-minute mark, it's tough to whittle points off.
Couch inbounds to Robinson. He puts it straight off the glass.
Nice screen there, and Robinson snuck in that backside for an easy one.
Couch is on Browning right now. Gives it off to Mitchell, off to Lewis. Lewis is going to draw the foul on number 14, Tegan Couch. It's going to be his first and the team's first. Browning to inbound. Browning gives it in to Mitchell. Mitchell brings it across the timeline at the logo. Guarded by Couch. Gives it off to Lewis, and he's going to lose it. That's going to be over back.
Yeah. That was unforced error there.
So it's going to be a turnover. It's going to be Prairie Central's basketball as Landon Miller checks in for Mason Sumner.
Back up to a 20-point lead, 57-37. Commodores over the Eagles, and the clock is the enemy now.
Couch out at the logo with it, guarded by Browning. Gives it off to Combs. Combs off to Josh Miller down low. Puts it up and rolls in.
Nice move by the big fella.
Now Hoskins with it, going to bring it up the sideline. And he's going to draw the foul once again on Prairie Central. It's going to go on number 14, Tegan Couch. Once again, his second, so 2 quick ones for him.
Coach Hoskins is using his bench. He's got only 2 starters in now, and guys are getting valuable experience.
Hoskins out front, guarded by Combs. Gives it off to Browning. Browning guarded by Couch. Back to Hoskins. Hoskins out front, has it at the logo, guarded by Combs. Hoskins drives it to the left side, gives it off to Rogem out top. Off to Mitchell. Mitchell guarded by Miller, off to Howard. He thought about the three, gives it off to Rogem. Now Howard's going to take the three, and it's no good, and Robinson comes down with the rebound. And there's going to be a foul away from the ball, whistled on number 1, Cutter Browning. And they're going to signal.
Noble is not happy again.
And Coach Noble's going to take another Kemper Furniture timeout. And folks, we're going to step aside and take this one with them. We'll be back on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
East Kentucky Carpet One has been serving Eastern Kentucky for more than 45 years, and we are proud to say that we are still here with the same quality family-owned business. We have experience in commercial and residential properties with a fully stocked warehouse. We also have access to luxury vinyl waterproof flooring, tile, carpet, and much more. Professional installation is also available. Stop by East Kentucky Carpet at 204 Willie's Way or give us a call at 606-439-3858. East Kentucky Carpet One.
Need a new pharmacy? Let MCHC transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily. It allows you to pick up your medications while visiting the doctor at our Knott, Owsley, Pound, Whitesburg, Leatherwood, Harlan clinics, and now at our new Middlesboro clinic. Plus, our MCHC patient portal makes refills easy. Worried about medication costs? We'll help you access prescription assistance programs if you qualify. MCHC, providing better health for a longer life.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, once again to your East Kentucky Sports Network. 4:13 on the clock, 59-37. I'm Dalton Chandler alongside my co-host Randy Napier. We've got 4 minutes and some seconds left in this one, Coach. Robinson with it, gives it off to Combs. Combs has it stolen by Rogem, and now Leslie County in control of the basketball. Gives it off to Hoskins.
And as we'd mentioned earlier, Leslie County's not going to quit fighting.
Gives it off to Rogem. Gives it off to Browning. Browning guarded by Robinson. Gives hands off to Hoskins. Now Howard with it. He's going to try his luck at a three. No good. Cutter Browning down with the rebound once again. And the ball sails out of bounds. Going to be Perry Central basketball. Now Couch set to inbound this one. Gives it into Combs. Gives it off to Robinson. Off to Landon Miller. Gives it out front to Robinson, off to Combs at the logo. Combs going to drive the lane. Puts it off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up, no good, but draws the foul this time.
Strong move by Dalton Combs there. He is, as a grown man, rebound there.
So Combs at the line for two. First one is good. That foul was on number one, Cutter Browning. That was his fourth foul of the game. Combs, second one on the way. It's good. He stays perfect on the year.
And that ain't bad. If you got that many games in and you're not missing any free throws, you're doing it right.
You're doing pretty good. You're doing something right.
That's right.
Ball sails out of bounds. Leslie County's going to retain possession. Browning inbounds to Hoskins. Hoskins guarded by Robinson. Hoskins up the floor with it. Going to get the foul call on Perry Central. It's going to be on number 12, Landon Miller, his first. It looks like we have a stoppage of play here.
I don't know what happened.
Looks like Dalton Combs has some blood coming from his nose.
I think so, yeah.
They inbound the ball to Mitchell. Mitchell brings it up the floor on Miller. And Mitchell's going to draw the foul here on Perry Central. It's going to be on number 12, Landon Miller, his second. Hoskins set the inbound down low underneath their own basket. Hoskins gets it into Browning. Browning out front, gives it off to Rogem. Down low to Mitchell. Mitchell, turn around, 10-footer. Rolls in off the glass. That's a PBT bank shot for Waylon Mitchell. Now Hacker up the floor in a hurry. Off to Robinson. Thought about the three. Robinson off to Couch.
Perry Central's content just to run offense and keep that clock moving.
Now Robinson with it. Robinson has his pocket picked by Jesse Hoskins, but he's going to draw the foul. And I believe that's going to be on number 4, Josh Miller. That's his first of the game. So that's going to send number 11, Jesse Hoskins, to the line. Both teams will be going straight to the line from now on after fouls. Hoskins' first one rattles out.
Leslie County down 22 points now with 2:42 to go. But I'll say again, they're still battling every inch of the way.
61-39, 2:42 to go in this ball game. Hoskins at the line for one more. It's on the way, no good, back iron. Sumner down with the rebound. Sumner draws the double team off to Hacker. Hacker up ahead to Miller. Miller, stop and pop, 15-footer, no good. Now it's going to be Howard out with it. He's going to run the floor for the Eagles. Gives it off to Rojam. Rojam down low. Steps back off the glass for a PBT bank shot for Trent Rojam. Now Robinson up ahead to Hacker. Hacker off to Prater. Reverse layup off the glass is good for Nick Prater.
Yeah, nice move there by Nick.
Up ahead pass to Mitchell. 3, no good. Sumner comes out with it, and he ends up sliding out of bounds while controlling the basketball. So it's going to be a turnover in Leslie County's basketball. So set to inbound the basketball is number 0, Ryan Howard. As Combs comes back in the game for Robinson for the Commodores. Howard. Inbounds in the backcourt to Mitchell. Mitchell brings it across the half-court line, guarded by Miller. Rojam sets the screen. Now Mitchell, stop and pop, 10-footer, no good. Rojam down with the rebound, up off the glass. That's a PBT bank shot for him.
Strong move by Rojam.
Hacker, up ahead pass to Combs. Combs takes it straight down the lane, off the glass and in for a PBT bank shot. Now Rojam with it. Gives it off to Mitchell, but he's going to draw the foul on the Commodores.
The last thing Coach Hoskins wants is to stop that clock by fouling. He wants that clock running now.
So at the line, number 22, Waylon Mitchell, or Jude Napier, my bad. First one, no good. Napier was shooting 100% on the year until he missed that one. But he's 1 of 2 at the line. Now Prater with it. Prater draws the double team. Cross-court pass to Hacker. Hacker gets it across the half-court line. Hacker down the lane, going to bring it back out. Top of the key at the circle. Gives it off to Combs. Minute 18, 65-44. Combs with it, guarded by Napier. Combs off to Prater. Prater sidesteps, drives the lane, kicks out to Miller for a 3 in the corner. No good. Rojam down with the rebound. Rojam runs the floor with it, gives it off to Hoskins. Hoskins with it, guarded by Landon Miller. Hoskins out front, drives the lane, off the glass, rolls in for Jesse Hoskins. And Hoskins goes down, clenching at his calf there.
Maybe cramped up a little.
As Hacker showing good sportsmanship over there, helping him out.
Over there stretching out his former teammate, just trying to help him out a little.
That's what you want to see from players while they're on the floor, showing good sportsmanship.
Yeah, you do. That's exactly right.
Hacker played with all these boys on Leslie County's team last year. So in the game for the Commodores, number 3, Aiden Talby. Number 45, Landon Griffith. Number 32, Gabe Griffith. Number 10, Riley White. And number 20, Cody Gay. Now Bell with it, guarded by Gay. Bell trying to get free, draws a double team off to Rojam. 25 seconds. Rojam drives the lane, puts a shot up, no good.
Perry Central's got some new faces in there that are dying to get in the scorebook.
Oh, yeah. Fouls on number 10 for the Commodores. It's going to be Riley White, his first. Rosium at the line for 2. First one's good by Rosium. Shooting 78% there on the year so far. Rosium's got one more. Rosium hits them both at the line. And coming in for Leslie County is number 13, Landon Hensley. Now Talby gives it off to Gay. Back to Talby. Up ahead to Griffey. Griffey with it. Gives it off to Talby. Off to Gay. Griffith sets the screen. That's going to be this one, folks.
Yep.
Your final score is going to be 65-48. Prairie Central going to win the boys game over Leslie County. And, Coach, we've had 2 good ball games here tonight. Leslie County girls taking the first one, and then the boys, or Prairie Central boys, taking the second one. And, folks, we're going to step aside, take us a quick break, and we'll come back and we'll wrap this one up and give you your player of the game here on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
First Trust Bank now has instant issue debit cards. If your debit card is lost or stolen, has a damaged strip or chip, we can replace it quickly and get you back to your busy life in an instant. Nobody can afford to wait 7 to 10 days for a new debit card, and now you don't have to with First Trust Bank's instant issue debit cards. A quick solution to our customers' needs is another reason to look at us first for a bank you can trust. First Trust Bank, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. Instant issue subject to customer eligibility requirements.
Hey guys, Perry Vinyl Windows and Doors, let me tell you, if you're looking for mobile home parts, they have you covered. I've seen it myself personally. Windows, doors, any type of fitting. If you're looking for a mobile home part or a mobile home replacement part, they have it at Perry Vinyl Windows and Doors, and they have it at the right price. 606-435-7639. They're located in the old 84 Lumber Building in the Combs section of Hazard. Give Perry Vinyl Windows and Doors a call now.
At TVS, we've been working hard preparing for the future. Well, the future is now. TVS offers digital cable, digital phone service, high-speed internet, and a fiber optic infrastructure. We're a local company putting money back into our local economy while supporting our local schools and organizations. What about those other guys? You know, those big out-of-town companies. What have they done for you lately? Mountain people serving mountain people. TVS, 606-439-3167.
They are the electric motor headquarters, Maggard Electric, Southeast Kentucky's #1 to replace your small electric motors. Maggard Electric is ESA approved. They can replace air compressor motors, swimming pool pumps, heating and cooling motors, motors for heat pumps, air conditioners, and so much more. Over 300 electric motors in stock, and if they don't have it, they can get it. Maggard Electric, still strong, still serving Southeast Kentucky, located 6 miles north of Hazard on Highway 15. Open 7:30 till 4, Monday through Friday, 436-6886.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the East Kentucky Sports Network. As Prairie Central just took the win over Leslie County. Coach, who stood out to you tonight?
Well, I thought both Jaden Hacker and Dalton Combs had big ball games. Dalton Combs just really showed us a lot. He was Leslie County worked so hard trying to keep him from getting off to any kind of a start, and he still ended up with 19 points. Showed some just toughness plays down the stretch. So we're going to name him our player of the game, and I want to take this opportunity to wish all of our fans out there a very, very Merry Christmas. Enjoy time with your family, and you guys all be safe over the holidays, and we'll see you after Christmas with a whole lot more basketball.
Oh yeah, Coach, I just want to say it's been an honor to call this one with you, and a big thanks to our crew up here tonight, Shane back at the station, Robbie and Reagan, our camera people, and Michael Dwayne for setting all this up. And for us here tonight, I'm Dalton Chandler, and for Randy Napier, y'all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you next time on the East Kentucky Sports Network.